up against the Warden. Ooh, Dark Ranger is great against the Warden. This is a wonderfully working Dark Ranger. He got the Ancient of War? That's really bad, dude. And I can't even blame life too much. I'm a father of 2, 7-week-old son now. Let's go, man. Oh, that's lovely. That is lovely. So, the thing is, everybody knows that the Dark Ranger can be strong and these pushes can be very strong. If you're up against Fortitude, as I said, like, he never, ever, ever played this. And so you don't expect the Dark Ranger. And if you don't expect the Dark Ranger, rip this game. You can go for the Warden and you can go for these greedy creep routes. Because he's never doing this. And all of a sudden, 40 is here. Dark Ranger tower push next. Good to see 40 is exploring new avenues here.
Town is under siege.
40 was always a macro player usually. Switched it up big time. Another ancient cancelled. Life's still willing to fight here. Isn't it also like very, very fitting that 40 is using life drain against life? Almost poetic. I'm very surprised to not see Soima in the chat telling us how broken this is. We just imagine he's here and telling us. It echoes through the chat. Maybe he's banging his head against the wall. This region scroll, man. Fan of knives would be nice, but 40's micro's looking fine. Maybe he's banned. Nah, man. I think we poke fun at each other. But I think us and Soima, we're in my mind, we're bros. Soima is a fun bickerer. In my mind. And of course, a fantastic player. This is lots of archers, by the way, but we got defend up. There shouldn't be a solution. No mana, life drain again. And we're moving forward. One building at a time. You can't argue about is life drain too strong, is it too spammable, yada 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 yada. We've been through this discussion many times. But just the fact that these openers are possible again is a pretty good thing. As a cheese strat, as a surprise strat, life is trying his hardest, man. But it's time for a region scroll soon. This region scroll feels like, you know, you take a walk through a snowstorm. And then you come home and you take a bath. That's what these region scrolls must feel like. Life got some reinforcements with mercenaries, but it's also all piercing damage. Suck, 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 suck. Last seconds of nighttime. When this nighttime is over, you can't hide from the life drain anymore. Life knows it. GG. GG. 40 appreciating the way of the Warden, of the Dark Ranger. Having seen Infi being successful with this, nice. So, we have seen Moon being very successful in WSB with Demon Hunter versus Night Elf. So it's not like just because he's switching it up, it's impossible for Life to win now. He has a crazy Demon Hunter. We've seen it in the games against Happy, obviously, the #1 example.
A player's forces are under attack.
So how aggressive does he want to be? And can he destroy 40's expansion? Because 40 has to play 2 games, right? And then we probably see a lot of birdies again. Life, unlike a Kaho or a Moon, never really a fan of Huntress, I think. Have I seen him play Huntress, I wonder? I'd say no. So he's very much relying on this Demon Hunter. Got a little bit of extra damage in via claws. But yeah, this is where it counts, and you don't want to be Stormbolt surrounded. Don't want what happened to 1-0 earlier. Impale surround, GG. That happened way too many times, by the way. Oink.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Snare is helping with the little trapper. Again, I want to mention players play around the creep abilities a lot more these days. So both get level 2. Oh, 2 archers slaughtered though. Did you guys call your employer already to take tomorrow off? I wouldn't want to... stumbled. I wouldn't want to miss Happy vs. Live the rematch. We are 1 bash away from this Demon Hunter being dead. How greedy is he? Oh, a bit lucky. I already have tomorrow off. Where would I call them again? Mr. Crestfallen, I know that your preparation is stellar already. I have a day off indeed. Nice. I'm the Bundeskanzler of Germany. I can't take a day off. Well, if you look at the performance of our recent government, it felt like they take more days off than not. Thank you, Kiro, for the 55. Why do Chinese always find a way to do finals on Monday? It is fascinating, right? They did this so many times that I started to wonder if their Monday is our Sunday. Tomorrow's off? Good. Good for you guys. Oh, Naga follow-up, but hiding in the shadows. But you can't hide from the heat. It's not enough damage, though, is it? Is it? Mountain King? Reveal? Oh, TP. If the Naga stays, he's probably still dead. Naga needs the kill now. Hiding again. Reveal. Got him. Naga to the rescue. GG. Not GG, but well played. That is cool, man. That's cool. Both playing for the entertainment. That will cost a lot of moon juice. Nice by Life, man. Very, very nice by Life. This will... Oh, this is a tavern revive. So, basically, a minute delay on the expo. My goat over there, my goat. Yeah, Koff, I know you're excited for another Neocast. Thank you. Neo said I should call in sick tomorrow. Okay, nice. I don't think it really matters to them since the broadcasts are in the evening. Some people work at evening hours. Also, did you ever try to commute in Shanghai? Or in Beijing? It takes forever. City is gigantic. If you have a 9 to 5 job, you're probably at home at like 9 p.m. Or I did something wrong in their subways. That's also possible. Hey, we're going to a party. Let's take a taxi. Yeah, okay. How long will it take us? Ah, just 2 hours. What? We've been there. We've been there. Counter expansion up. Way better game for life than game 1. MK hitting hard, but of course you would love to have mana or attack speed. Gloves are nice. So 40 still can't go for a second hero at the 9-minute mark. That's extraordinarily late. Oh, nice ambush though. Big potion committed. Oh, he stole the Zeppelin. He stole the Zeppelin. There's no TP. All life. I start to fall in love with you, man.
C3 for life.
RIP! Mountain King again. GG. 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 Life is good when you have 2 Zeppelins that you can call your own. Let me tell you.
For casting this amazing game.
And I'm not getting tired calling this out. So, life again with the scout.
Players' forces are under attack.
The biggest improvement for life in Second Ancient War in recent weeks. Scouting, 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 scouting.
A player's forces are under
Oh, he denied his worker here. Would have been a little bit of an invite for that Warden, huh? Warden with evasion, by the way. I don't hate that. Fan of Knives unlocked, getting both kills. Life is fast.
A player's forces are under attack.
Will any of the Chinese Night Elves try the talent push that Moon displayed yesterday? Removes a direct strike now. Is that even worse of a sin? I don't know. He seems to have a League of Legends player attitude while playing direct strike. Oh man, chat roasting Remo good here today. What did he do to you guys? Mamma mia. That is yeah, for some reason it's always the others, right? I know. I noticed that too. Ah, Pius, one of my favorite viewers. After your fair criticism yesterday, I started memorizing names of maps. This is Tide Hunters, right? Correct, Kyoko. Correct. My criticism, of course, always fair.
Under attack.
Got a little bit of a slow mid game here. Life no counter expansion. Saving the archer across the map. And 40 mining, starting to tech. 530, way better tech timing than before. That's how a game can be if you don't lose your hero early on. High Priest healing, shout out. This is probably the most even game so far. Ooh, Fan of Knives and Shadow Strike. This is something that comes... Ah, what did I do here? Sorry, misclick. This is something that not too many people can expect. No blink early. That's been a bit of a trend in the past 2 days. Oh, no. This Mountain King is dead. Oh, no. Oh, he did deny, though. Shadow Strike. I wasn't about to talk about it. Usually, rule of thumb was Shadow Strike good versus Archmage. Shadow Strike bad versus Mountain King because he's a strength hero and he got a lot of HP. But hey, these Night Elves show Shadow Strike is a valuable weapon even against the Mountain King. And he might just die again. Saves himself with a surround. And now you would love to have Blink or Sharper Swords.
Player's forces are under attack.
Who's the best Warcraft player among you casters? According to last results, Remo vs Carson. Bro. That result must be from where Mice still had like these balls instead of laser and LED stuff. Dude, that game was possibly played on a CRT when we installed games with floppy disks. I miss mice balls. Weird fetish, but okay, not judging. Both are spamming for their spells. Warden has great mana, just spamming Shadow Strike. Blood Mage coming in.
A player's forces
And
are
air
under
units
attack.
coming in. Then Shadow Strike won't be as good. My ancestors have radio recordings of that game. Yeah, it was something like... Und aus dem Hintergrund müsste Remo keulen. Und er keult! Kill, kill, kill! Something like that, right? I heard it once in a museum. I saw paintings in caves about that game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh. Sometimes the community reminds me a lot of cavemen, so that is fitting.
A player's forces are under attack.
Scary? Well, those were the radio recordings from the 50s, man. Warcraft Caster Cup. I would love to see Team West versus Team China. I don't even know how good their casters are. I know Shin Kong's pretty good. Angeline is really good. And of course the player casters are insane. I'll sponsor that. The problem is, Young Fang, that Remo will... Oh, close on ground. Remo will dodge, and we need Remo. We need carry Remo for that. Soul, great. Carson, great. But we need Remo.
Forces are under attack.
Nice little snipe on the Blood Mage. I gotta say, man. Life is playing this well so far. Got the counter expansion up. Whee! Whee! Oh, that's a lot of kills. Oi, 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 oi. Warden with Sobi Mask, of course, a dream. Maybe that's what the BlizzCon tournament is about. That'd be so funny. We got a couple of dragonhawks in the mix. And the damage is solid. Man, remember when we did this piercing damage nerf versus heavy armor? So people play more diverse armies and play less one-dimensional armies. And we ended up with dragonhawks versus dryads. Amazing. Wap, wap, wap. Skoa took the life approach and played 6 hours straight since 8 AM. Holy, Skoa scared of Sharky. Sharky, you still got time. Get the grind on. That's crazy. Waking up Sunday morning, 8 AM for Warcraft practice. Love that. Love Skoa. I don't get why Night Elves build Dryads over Talons. Their attack is faster, right? So they have to decide early what it is. And if you go Talons, then the human can just go Rifle Caster and win. Because the Expo is up and their attack is late. So you have to go for laws already just to be prepared for both possible strategies. But obviously, Talons are way cooler. DefX, thank you for the prime. Snipe, 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 snipe. Warden, blink out. Lots of damage. Good contain by Ford. He seems very determined to take at least that one series. Talents get countered by shackles? Depends. If you have the same amount of dragonhawks than you have talents, yes. So up until it's a 1-to-1 distribution. But if you have just one extra talent that is free, you can break a shackle, and if you break one shackle, you will break all shackles. Like, not automatically, but it's a snowball effect. Shouldn't a transition be possible? Aye! Bro, we're still trying to teach Night Elves that they can build more than 2 production buildings. Don't even try to teach them about transitions. They really don't like that. We're getting there. Moon played 8 production buildings yesterday. He's trying to pioneer. Slow baby steps. In 2030, we can think about a 3rd lore. Supply even now. I think life needed a 2nd defense upgrade a lot quicker. You're gonna hear that a lot for once. Lots of armor on these dragonhawks. Doesn't really matter against the poison too much. 14 dragonhawks still. We got the avatar up. Bro, that's way too long of a sub message to be read. No. That's 7 lines, dude. That's way too much. Anyway, Stormbolt, Warden, trouble. This is how you get value out of your dead units. Life creeping in the meantime. Taking out the turtle. Love to see more Orb of Slow here. Very, very bruised Dragonhawk army. But nothing a region scroll can't fix. But man, life got decimated here. Can he deal with that economy? Can 40 heal up in time? Thank you for the sub, Piggy. Good to keep the avatar up. 40 still wants to creep, of course. Life, interestingly, playing Warden solo. Okay, next fight. This is not a great position, I would say, for Life. Not a great position in this game. Not a great position for this fight. Warden down to 50%. No invo potion, nothing. Fan of Knives is okay, but no follow-up. Heal scroll on the other side. Dryads. They do have the 2nd armor upgrade, but it might just be too little, too late. Good blink fan. They just wanted to retreat. Boom, caught again. And target fire is kind of nice too. But 40 keeps the supply gap up. Getting closer to level 5 MK. And if everything goes according to plan, 40 is in a prime position to win this now. Dryads, 1 by 1 by 1. It's still too many Dragonhawks. Feels like 9 is like the critical mass. Lots of corpses still. Once again, time for the spirits to take over. But if the Warden's gone... And she is... That must be 40's game. There is resources to bring her back, but not instantly. And Life knows that time would be enough for 40 to muscle up again. GG. 40 is close to his first victory in the group stage, man. He showed yesterday already. The matchup versus Night Elf is looking pretty good these days for him. after being there in a little drought. Mountain King copy pasta. All right. Yeah, I mean, the new thing to spam now is that we got 3 humans in the top 4. Weird, right? During Super League, we had 3 undeads in the top 5. And everybody was spamming it, but when it's the humans, it's nowhere to be seen. Ring of Regen, noise. Big mana, noise. And Huntress. I didn't know Life could do that. He went for some all-ins, but rather tier 2 with Dryads. Now Hunts it is. And that's rather cool, right? Fortitude plays the Dark Ranger that he kind of never played before on map 1. Now Life is playing like his quote-unquote secret strat. So many openings on both sides. $40 seconds till Arcane. Cheeky second Ancient of War. Will take forever, of course, to get across the map. Come on, finish the job. Is it just me, or is Bash triggering more often than not on first hit? I start to see a pattern. But I wouldn't be too... I'm not surprised by any Warcraft mechanics anymore. Now that we can't possess air units, everything is possible to me in this game. And just because it didn't work last week, it doesn't mean it doesn't work this week. So if we have an increased first hit chance for Bash or Purge of Orb of Lightning, I said, yeah, yep. I see that. But maybe this Orb of Lightning only versus Undead. I don't see it anywhere else. But sad, we don't see any Blade Masters versus Undead anymore. Still makes me sad. A bit angry too. Damn Farseer opening. How about we add a Bash item to the pool? Oh god, that Forsaken pickaxe, man. If you tell me Matt Morris came up with the pickaxe item in Melee Warcraft, I'd say, yep. That's right. He's the man for that. Oi, that's some sick fan on knives. No more Blade Sage versus Undead. Nah, they all play Farseer, man. I don't like it. I guess that it's more simple and stuff, but I feel like it lacks the punch. The last encounters I've seen was always Farseer tier 3 Headhunters. And then guess what? There's a Dark Ranger with Headhunter, yeah. And then we're basically back to 2021, where Dark Ranger turns Headhunters into skeletons, and yep. I would like to see it paired with Wyvern more. I would like to see more, like, switching of openers. But it's either fully commit to Blade or fully commit to Farseer. And then if you go Farseer, it's fully commit to Farseer Headhunters. And not switching it up. Why is Bash so heavily OP on low level? Well, I said this a lot, but when we were asking for some balance feedback in the Asian scene, Bash was mentioned a lot. So, are you saying the entire Asian scene is low level, Tedster? Are you insulting like an entire continent right now? You know, they got China and India. That's a lot of people. Grubby if only Lin still played? No. That's the wrong narrative. You gotta spin that to Grubby if only you would play tournaments. He got time in the afternoon, right? I do get it. Like, a lot of people are busy with like real life jobs, university, whatever, in middle of day. But this Grubby dude, what's he doing? Gardening at max. He got time at 1 p.m. Central European time to play some Asian tournaments. Or maybe he doesn't have it anymore. At least I had it once. Oh! Man, now I regret cheering for you in Cologne when you won WCG. I should have cheered for Moon. I never should have cheered for 4K, but rather Mem. I regret a lot of life choices now because of that sentence. SK was cooler anyway. I bet you did even. I was sitting next to Take and Philly, and we actually sat very close to your mom and Cassandra. Like maybe 3 meters away or something. We had a grubby hooligan block around us. Oh, not hooligan. Ultra block around us. It was hard not to cheer for you in that environment.
A player's forces are under attack.
No mom joke. No, for real. That was the time the Germans will remember. Take and Philly were the German broadcasters for like a lot of stuff. And they had a best of 5 against each other, and the bet was the loser has to tattoo the name of the other. And Philly won, and that was like right around the time of that show match. So we were sitting at WCG watching the grand final, and I kid you, every 3 minutes someone was tipping Take on the shoulder. Where's the tattoo, Take? Where's the tattoo? Those were the days. So what is happening in this game? I kind of didn't pay attention for a bit, but I would guess we're warming up for mass dryads and mass dragonhawks. Am I correct in that assessment? Yup. Oh, nice staff. I like. Bit too late. Good old days when not every game looked exactly the same. Bro, that's romanticizing the past, brother. If you think not every game looked the same in the 2000s, you were watching a different game, man. Night Elf vs. Orc? Not Talons every game? Every game? Every single game for 12 years? We got so much more diversity in the game than back in the day, bro. It's not even real. Dude, this series alone, you had different openers, different heroes, different techs, different everything.
attack.
Bro, tell someone in the 2000s that you play MK Alchemist. No, that's just. I mean, you can say it was better for you personally, but you can't say we had more diversity back then. Never. Never. Bro, I went through multiple WC3L series where the teams got reduced to 2 players, and every single team had a Night Elf and an Orc. And then we got a Night Elf mirror. We got 2 Night Elf versus Orcs, and we got an Orc mirror. And in the 2-on-2, we had Night Elf Orc versus Night Elf Orc. It was the same for 2 or 3 seasons straight, every single clan war. It was disgusting.
The town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Whee! He's just casually wiping out the entire main base. That's why you get Theptolins, bro. Might have actually denied level 6 here. There was a lot of economy damage. Lots and lots and lots of economy damage. He killed a lot. Yep. Panda creeping nicely. What we got here? Orb of Darkness again. Yeah, as I said before, we had the same situation before. For creeping, amazing to have level 2 skeletons. Later, I mean, Panda can attack air. Why not? Quite some attack now, though. I think it's been a long time since I complained that a Night Elf doesn't have Nature's Blessing. The Night Elf even got Backpack. I don't even know they have this upgrade. Didn't. Oh. Panda rip. Panda is kind of necessary here for Dragon Ace Breath of Fire. Oh my god, I think life is omega dead. But let's see. Maybe he surprises me. With Avatar, things are possible. Things happen. We still got Heal Scroll and Heal Spray. HP was disappearing rather quickly, but oh, that Avatar is also disappearing quickly. No bueno. No. 40 in the last series of the group stage, finally getting a win. Yeah, that Panda loss was not allowed. Oops. Well, things happen.
A player's forces are under attack.
But hey, we got a 3rd base coming up. There's still hope for game 5. Somewhere. Possibly. Life played a fine game, I agree, Mr. Criticism. For a guy called Criticism, that's a good amount of praise. I love Hawks, it's a cool unit, it's a shame you see them too often. You know, we would see them more often if Shackles could be used on ground. Wouldn't that be something? Jackals on ground would be dumb AF. Yeah, that's like pinning down a unit with a net on tier 2 that is undispellable. Wouldn't that be crazy? I am known for my great game design.
A player's forces are under attack.
We got a lot of mana. We got the panda back. Okay, let's repeat that fight with the panda and we'll see where it goes. Oh, this is going down. Whoops. Good positioning here in the resupply line. Okay, now the fight with the panda. We only have 1 heal scroll, not 2. 40 doesn't like this at all. Again, Moon played like a split Dryad squad. Roaming on the map, trying to catch reinforcements. That worked so beautifully.
Forces are under attack.
How many buffs did dragonhawks get? +2 damage and the bonus HP before any more. Didn't they? Isn't there also something like they don't need a shop anymore or something? I don't think that's the most meaningful one, but since you're counting, I think we need this +1. Moon had 6 bases? No. In the games vs 40, in like WSB and the 2 show matches after, the 6 bases was yesterday. That was quite something. We, by the way, get up to 4 bases here. So it is a little reminiscent of the game yesterday, where we did indeed have 6 bases. Maybe 40 needs an island expansion again. Man, those results today. Yeah, that's a bit of the curse of round robin. It does give you good results, but the last day is oftentimes somewhat meaningless. That's why I say play Swiss instead of round robin. But to be honest, I don't know if the Chinese heard of Switzerland.
A player's forces.
Probably did. Remember when Spellbreakers could steal summon on tier 2? Remember when that was changed and we did a PTR tournament and one of the players didn't read the PTR patch notes and was wondering in-game where the control magic went? That was fun. That really motivated me to do more PTR tournaments. Okay, we clean up the right-hand side with ease. 80-80 food. 4 heal scrolls, though. Oh my god. The heal scrolls alone might win the fight. Couple of splits here. How good is the target fire? It's a very chaotic, I gotta say. Dragonhawk's attacking the Warden. Possibly not the greatest use. Makes a retreat, though, and 40 again. Out of here. Good guess, Dr. Bucky. Good guess. So we're mining out slowly. 1 minute here, thanks to the massacre that the Warden did previously. Very important to have that backup base.
player's forces are under attack.
But yeah, the Island Expo. 40's a fan. Can't blame him. Good XP, great item. The mass air meta is boring as hell. I don't mind it every once in a while, but I think in the past 3 days I've casted 15 of these games. I do see the struggle of like a game designer when there's air units, how to perfectly balance that, because air units by default have so many advantages. Just blame 40? No, blame Infi. It was Infi. Whee! What's the item? Did he sell it? I didn't see. I think he sold. Three bases up again. Fourth base coming. But yeah, not that easy to crack this one when it's on the island. Item is devotion? No. The red spot gives you a bigger item than devotion. But I think he sold to hide the fact that he went to the island. This would be like Potion of Divinity, Rock Golem, stuff like that. "17 Dryads. Whee! Yeah, this will a lot be about positioning, which obviously is easier for air units. But 40 has to do something about all these bases, man. I'm not too critical about mass air. I am always very critical if you're in an RTS game and you can play one unit the entire game. That's a bit annoying to me. And it doesn't matter what unit it is. Rip Shredder. I wonder if he can survive without it. I don't think it's enough. Life plays pretty much Moon style. First the early Hunter's Hall, now mass expansion, mass Dryads. It is cool to see how Life is growing as a player. He would have never done this 5 years ago. Never, ever, 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 ever. Demon Hunter, Naga, Dryad, Bears every time. Ooh, Blood Mage almost dead. Oh, sick! He got the avatar here! Yeah, rip Expo! How the... Did he... He has no Zeppelin. Was the Zeppelin killed eventually? Don't even know how he got there. Oh, that's sick play though.
A player's forces are under attack.
Blink and staff. Seems like it. Avatar on cooldown now for a long time. Finally, the players are giving us screen time. Love it. Again, showing that Twisted Meadows is the greatest map of all time. Almost 2 full control groups and 40. Half of the army isn't here. Half of the army is still busy with the avatar. Life is finding an amazing time to fight now. With the 10 food lead, with the herd Mountain King, with Dryad superiority. Item on the ground here. Heal scroll. Nice. Oh, the value is so sick with all these units. Mamma mia. And another TP on 40. This was not his fight to take. The panda with huge impact. Oh my god, that was nasty. That's quite a drop in value, boys. And we expand again. As mobile as this army is, I think you need all your dragonhawks focused on one base. While with tanks, you could pressure into like more positions. That's surely a problem. What a horrendous fight by 40. You could say this was super well set up by Life. Distracting bottom left, which is essential for 40. And he has to respond to this somehow. And when he's splitting a couple of units away to deal with it, then you fight. I think this was pretty much exactly how he wanted it. Another base down. This is scouted.
A player's forces are under attack.
Warden back. Staff ready. Avatar used before. Invul dodge. Lovely. Everything is clumped up. He tried to split. A bit too late, unfortunately. Well, you know, at least he tried to split. Unlike some orc players that I know. So this is easily healable. Warden 7. It's a pretty great game. Warden's still going ham. There's no income anymore for 40. Expo left hand side is dead. Expo bottom is kind of dead. Live realized, yo, that's my win condition. You can't contest me, dude. You're 20 food down. What do you do? Tanks are too late. I think everything is too late. Is any base running out soon? Not really. 2 minutes there. 10 minutes there. 10 minutes here. Oh. There's a lot of hippos burning. Hippos? Dragonhawks burning. Splitting now. Alright. Heal scroll used. Warden is in with the fan. More damage. This gonna be 2-2, boys. No chance. Life playing a damn fine macro game. Very good harass with the Warden. Very, very well done. Then he had this interesting fight in the upper right where the panda got nuked into oblivion, but he found his step back. Life imitating Moon. And that is oftentimes working well if you have the execution of the life as well. Still a couple of kills possible here. Our Dragonhawks are rather sturdy and we start into the hero arena and the panda is not here anymore. But spirits can't beat spirits. And as long as we keep that 20 food lead up, we're fine. 3 base versus 0. Alchemist Ultimate? If you want silver linings, I know a lot of people say, don't call a game early. Go for silver linings. Well, silver lining is there's currently no tech as the Tree of Eternity was sniped, so no potions. Silver lining is, I think Transmute can win almost every game. Nasty. Was a little bit of mining, but only for so long. Silver linings up for noobs. Yeah, but Twitch chat is asking for it, obviously, so I gotta deliver. Why do you say that? Because you get an insta-kill and gold from using the ultimate, which you can spam. Transmute is usable versus spell immune? Yes. So you run in, you transmute, you run in, you transmute, you run in, you transmute. Over and over and over again. Is this the knockout punch though? 30 food lead. We've seen crazy things happening in this matchup recently, but this seems to be a little bit too much if no hero kill, but there is no hero kill. It is game. And with that, we got game 5. Life stays alive, and 40 still struggling to get his first win in. Demon Hunter open.
Remember the prize.
Exactly. Demon Hunter opening again. Wonder if that causes a rifle push. Not going by map difference. That's punishing the players with 1 and 2, right? With 1 and 2 results. I'm glad this game is still being played. I left the damn League of Legends and feel free and happy. Loktar Rogar. Welcome to the scene. Welcome to another game that will frustrate you at some point. But this game, you have to blame yourself. Except if you play 4 on 4.
A player's forces are under attack.
Out of the loop, what's the reason to go MK over Archmage? You can pack a heavy punch with the Mountain King. People figured out Bash is so good that it's reasonable to go for it. If you don't go caster units, you don't really need an Archmage for Brilliance Aura. And Mass Air is kind of meta.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Stonebolt is sick. Stonebolt is sick. Bash is sick. Big mana potion. Lots of immolation. Potential for Wisp run bys, but no. We got a Tree of Life at the red. Yo, Trussled, 510 bits.
Thank you back to Warcraft.
Thank you, Trussled.
A player's forces are under attack.
Calm opener. Also, Nados played a lot more Warden. Mountain King is solid versus Warden. Warden destroys mass caster armies oftentimes. Everything is in flux all the time.
A player's forces are under attack.
But yeah, you kind of want to prevent the Demon Hunter from running the show early on like he does now. And the Mountain King helps a lot with that. There is some creeping going on with the Ancient of War. Almost punished, but now he's needed back at home. Mana's getting burned quite a bit, but we only care about the physical damage now. Stormbolt. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no! What? That surround wasn't close? Like, at all? Ay. Okay, he got it now, but it's a counter block possible, right? Yeah, or a TP. Okay, he could have stopped that a bit earlier. Ancient now moving to the natural despite being built here next to the red. I thought for a second, are you creeping the red with the expansion? But not the case. Would have been a cool move though. Solid scouting with MK, but not having a level 3 Mountain King at the 6-minute mark is a bit of a problem. Yeah, it's an illusion, buddy. Still doesn't want his opponent to see what's going on. Maybe with all that attention on the illusion, 40 is thinking you got an expansion here somewhere. If he didn't see this one here. I don't think he did see this one here. You expect the tree to run from here to here, but you wouldn't expect it to come from here to here. Yeah, big brain life. Yeah, I know there's a couple of spikes. This is the server at the moment, unfortunately. Archmage rifles this time, as it is not a Warden. And life has to get to bears ASAP. Also needs higher level Naga ASAP. Lining up a Stormbolt. Gotta get it. These spikes are getting a bit out of hand, right? Wonder if I should go to Flow TV. Let's see if it stabilizes, maybe.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, we're lining up a 75 food push. Away from mass air into mass casters. This is where the Archmage shines. Does life have a solution to the blizzard? That will inevitably come. Oh, heal ward. So sick for this push. No alchemist though. This will be mask amazing. Level 2 amazing. I feel like so far life has good answers. But for how long? We do have 2 dryads to dispel a bit of slow, which is necessary. Oh, sends back the police. Once more time. 80 food push then, huh? That might be the chance for life to go for a second orb.
A player's forces are under attack.
And if maybe level 3? Really shouldn't give life the time for level 3. And here's the push. Okay, we just suffered through the few spikes we got. We just suffer through it now. Whatever. Anti-magic up. Bash still goes through. As that's a passive, not a spell. We fight away from the expo, where the shop is, where the moonwells are, hopefully. And there's no TP. So life, how do you get out of there, man? This is not the position you want to be in. Militia block the bears. The slow trap kicks in. A disaster for life. First bear down. The creeps are getting involved too. Oopsie. Counterattack then. Okay. Life saves his skin. For now. Kills a couple of units for now. Humans got better at keeping their units in the base than sending them all at once so they're not intercepted, or the chances for being intercepted are way lower. Lesson from 40's matches versus Moon. We did that over and over and over and intercepted and got further and further ahead. And then 40 just goes for another expo if the push doesn't work. He got a lot of damage done, man. He's in a leading position big time. Gets invis now. Could get tier 3 if he wants to. It's down to life to create a challenge to get back into the game. And this is so far quite a challenge. Got a TP now. But this is not scouted. I don't think Life's gonna expect this. But I kept praising his marvelous scouting. He needs to show the world now that I'm right. Please be right. Oh, he's on 3 bases and going for that 80 food push with level 2 Blizzard, heal ward, and double heal scroll. He got some arguments. This is the shocking I'm talking about. It's just a handful of Dryads is enough. Backstab. We do have Nature's Blessing, but against Blizzard that doesn't do too much. Big AoE on both sides. These Wisps are suffering. Archmage in trouble. Forced into the TP. I think that's the best thing you can do against Archmage Blizzard. Just click on him the entire time. But 3 base. Lumber is a bit low on 6 lumber workers. Shredder would be good.
A player's forces are under attack.
There's still more to creep. There's still room to grow. 1 gyro, then into mortars would be my guess. Mortar's pretty good at killing Dryads, very good at killing buildings. That's exactly the puzzle piece he needs now. And what Life needs is level 5, level 5. That's a long journey. That's a long journey, and I don't think he has the time as we're again seeing a red B line. Red B sounds kind of scary. Towards the left hand, towards the bottom side. Okay, we're getting a little greedy for XP. Still the second control group here spreading poison. Mountain King. Yo. Okay, 4-4 at least. We got a little bit of movement speed against the slow. We have a TP to get out of here. And that's the roar on the human side. Dryads are missing in this fight. Oh, we're still taking this though. There's still footmen in the mix, which is interesting. Not super optimized, but whatever. And this time, you can't pressure this Archmage too much. Still life holds on. Focus is strong. Staff out. And then the TP. Okay. Okay, Life thinks he's buying a lot of time to do some good and to close the gap on 2 base. Little does he know that there's a tiny little thing called 3rd base. Good for 40 that he got to the 3rd base. Oh, he scouted it now. Okay. That changes everything. But is it too late? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No way. No, not like this. 40 got a lock on the surround. He's trying. He's slowed. Yep, but the Naga's here. But that means Steph is unavailable in the beginning of the fight. So far, we got 1 mortar. That's not too much damage output yet, but especially with this position here, it should be hard to reach. It's also the perfect position for a heal ward. And we got the blizzard. This is where the human wants to end up on 88 food on 1400 gold with so many items. This mission impossible for life, man. I don't know. If 40 is not completely mismicroing this, he gets finally the first win. But didn't feel too comfortable anymore. Wants to respond a little bit to that bear. I like it. When there was a shop here, that would be awesome. But it is losing. It is looking like an unlosable game now for 40. He's so rich. He's well leveled. Got a good army. Actually, money-wise, life is getting more income at the moment due to upkeep. But he's so ready for a knockout punch, man. He's so ready. And there's no defenses here anymore. Life is not really in position. Has a TP. Trying to clobber down this town hall. This actually might work. Is it a trade or can he hold at home? This town hall is dead. This town hall? Repair. 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 Uh-oh. The mortars. Oh, destroys it before the TP. Nasty. And now it's 2 base, 1 base. It doesn't make it better. It does make it so that the economy advantage is now in 40's hands with 2 base, 1 base. Life has an expo coming up left-hand side. And 40 is supply blocked. But that damn bottom right base. I mean, we call them siege bears and stuff, but there's 4 mortar teams. This is 150 damage per shot against buildings. Okay, it's a big if, right? But if this expansion upper left comes through and life is defending this push, there might be a chance, but this is also a choke, more or less. With all these bears, we can call it a choke. And then there's blizzard raining down on him. The breakers hold the line. The mortars do AoE. This is not the position you want to be in, but it's the position you get. Able to break through and go to the rifles. That is sweet. 500 gold, 69 food. Oh, the dryads. You can dance with the dryads as much as you want to. The mortars will kill it. The demon hunter is diving deep, so that's fine. We got 1 more heal scroll. Oh, that position on the heal ward. Dryads have to take it out. Mountain King, demon hunter. 1 bash might be the end. Dryads do a phenomenal job pressuring 40. 67 food only. But all these bears. Oh, all these bears. Ripe for the picking. The blizzard hits the Naga as well. Triple kill. So much damage. And the Naga. 28. Okay. She gets away. But what about the poor Dryads? The supply is actually even, man. No way! Life microed this really well, but now the bash comes in. Demon Hunter has nothing. Rip! This was closer than it had any right to be, I feel. But Life is basically a Naga. And that is game, and Fortitude does get a win eventually. Oh, that was hard to fight. And the position wasn't great for Life eventually. He made the best he could, I think.